Procedure to be followed by legal heirs upon death. In Pakistan, the procedure to be followed by legal heirs upon the death of their predecessor in interest involves several steps. The process is governed by the relevant laws and regulations, which include the Succession Act, 1925. Here's a general outline of the steps typically involved. Obtain death certificate. The legal heirs should obtain an official death certificate from the local union council or municipal corporation where the death occurred. Identify legal heirs. Determine the legal heirs according to the laws of inheritance in Pakistan. In Pakistan, Islamic law, Sharia, governs inheritance for Muslims, while non-Muslims are subject to their respective personal laws. Legal heirs might include spouses, children, parents, and other close relatives. Register will, if applicable. If the deceased person left a valid will, it should be registered with the relevant authorities. While registration is not mandatory, it can help avoid disputes. Apply for succession certificate. If the deceased person did not leave a will, legal heirs might need to apply for a succession certificate from a civil court. This certificate establishes their right to inherit and facilitates the transfer of assets. Inventory and valuation of assets. Prepare an inventory of the deceased person's assets and liabilities. This includes properties, bank accounts, investments, debts, and other possessions. Assets might need to be professionally valued. Clear debts and liabilities. Settle any outstanding debts, loans, and taxes owed by the deceased person. This is an important step before distributing the estate among legal heirs. Distribution of assets. Once debts and taxes are settled, the remaining assets can be distributed among the legal heirs in accordance with the applicable laws of inheritance. Transfer of ownership. For assets like properties and vehicles, legal documentation is needed to transfer ownership to the names of the legal heirs. This might involve obtaining new titles, deeds, or registrations. Notification and documentation. Notify relevant authorities, institutions, banks, and companies about the death and the transfer of ownership of assets. Legal documents will be required to effect these transfers. Filing tax returns. Depending on the jurisdiction's laws, legal heirs might need to file final tax returns for the deceased person and possibly for the estate. Complete legal formalities. If a succession certificate was obtained, complete any legal formalities required by the court in connection with its issuance. Distribution report. After the assets have been distributed and all legal requirements have been fulfilled, legal heirs might need to submit a distribution report to the court or relevant authorities. It's important to note that the process can vary based on factors such as the religious background of the deceased person, the presence of a valid will, and the specific laws applicable to different provinces in Pakistan. Consulting with a qualified legal expert who specializes in estate matters and is familiar with the laws of Pakistan is highly recommended to ensure that the process is carried out correctly and in compliance with the relevant laws. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more legal help.